like my chicken fried, and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Yeah, there it is again.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Friday, everybody. Yes, you're listening to another awesome episode of Fried.
I'm Sarah Tiana.
And I am John Reap. Thank you all for listening and subscribing and rating us and reviewing us.
Yeah.
And sharing us. That last episode we did with your mom was really good. And we got tons of new reviews on iTunes.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I had no idea.
Well, the first one we got was from Georgia Sue.
Yes, who we
Do you know, Aaron, that's
process of elimination.
Yeah.
We figured out who that was.
She fessed up to it. Yeah. So
took a lot of arm twisting.
But we got a lot of good ones here. So there's like 3 or 4. I'll just go over a couple. Let's see here. Here we go. This one is from Ruby Hirsch. Now, do you know anyone in your family named Ruby or Hirsch? Okay. All right, that's good. That's a good start. It says, while I have been a fan of Reap since his Hemi commercial days, Sarah is new to me. She is a great female comic and a welcome sparring partner, completing the boxing ring, mentions, to John. To top it off, the pilot episode of Friday includes a call-in from Brad Paisley, who I had no idea had such comic chops. Can't wait to see the Netflix special. So that was good. Thank you, Ruby. And she gave us like 5 stars.
That's nice, because
so
you can't get more than that, right?
No, I don't think. I think 5 is as far as you let you go.
5's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then here's another one. Discovered Sarah on the Crab Fest.
Oh, Crab Feast.
Crab Feast.
Wow, Crab Feast listeners.
I don't know what that is.
That's Jay Larson and Ryan Sickler's
bunch of
podcast.
Boston guys, huh?
Well, Sickler's from Maryland, but yeah,
Okay.
it's all a bunch of...
The Northeast.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, this is from G-Man, money sign 19.
I'm not related to him.
He says, Hemis and feline... What? Hemis and feline bow ties, y'all. That's what he says.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the subject of it. And he discovered me on the Birdcast. Both are hilarious. Tiana and Matt have the best laugh on the planet. So he likes your laugh.
Tiana and Matt? Is that what you said?
No, he said Tiana might have
that's
the
nice.
best laugh on the planet.
That's good.
Got it from your mom, he says. Now, here's one. This is because I want my mom to hear this one. More positive reviews.
Oh, for Miss Betty.
From Miss Betty.
Okay.
That's right. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see how this podcast evolves over time. Betty is amazing. I feel like she needs her own reality show. Jon and Sarah are great together. There you go. And there's a lot more, but I don't have to read all
You know,
this.
my mom said she really likes it when Aaron talks.
Oh, that's nice. Everyone's getting shout-outs.
Yeah.
Love.
So, Aaron, we're happy that you're back.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
You
glad to
just
be
got back from your honeymoon.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh.
How was that?
And
buddy?
now the honeymoon is over.
Yeah.
You're right
Back to real life, man. It's downhill from here, brother.
Where all did you go? Did you go to North Carolina and Georgia?
Yeah. And then Paris and London.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you
Italy.
just continued on from there.
Yeah.
You got. If you're going to Paris or London, you got to stop by Charlotte or
Atlanta on your
Calhoun.
way.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, Calhoun. Yeah, the big airport that we
The
have.
Calhoun International Airport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost international. We're just waiting. We have to get a runway, and then we
It's just we need a place to land the planes.
we actually have a little one runway airport in my town. I guess most towns do, right? Is
like
that
a
for
private one, maybe.
It's not for private. It's
No,
for
like for fun?
Cessnas, like for farm planes.
Oh
you
yeah,
know, like,
yeah. Right.
For fun.
For fun, like the remote
Good
control
old
kinds.
runway fun.
Well, cool. Yes, welcome back, Aaron. I'm
Welcome
happy
back.
for you.
We're very happy that you're back.
How long were you gone? It was like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I mean, how long was your honeymoon? I might say.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Left
That's
on a
great.
Friday.
Good.
Returned on a Friday.
Oh, and I bet you
You-
just were listening your ears off to this the whole time, thinking
could
like,
tell
I would have
that-
done this better if I could have known.
You could tell John really missed you because he remembers how long.
How long were you gone? That's my new hit song.
You came back last week, right? Like, no,
Yeah.
John.
How long have you been sitting here? Well, you've been there this whole time. But welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Bert Kreischer because
yeah.
because we did his podcast. I think we're getting a lot of listeners from that.
We
So-
definitely are.
So thank you, Bert.
Yes.
And
Thank you to Brad Williams and Adam Ray because I did theirs and
Yeah.
promoted it. And a lot of people have come over from that.
there we go.
So I appreciate all the love of people double dipping.
Yes. Thank you all. Can I do like a little shameless plug?
Yeah, you could do whatever.
Okay.
This is your podcast
Well,
too.
I feel like I'm still chivalrous. I gotta ask.
Chivalrous.
I don't know how to say words. How do you say that? Chivalrous. I did it. Okay.
Chivalry.
I did an episode of Jane the Virgin. Do you know that show on the CW? Yeah.
It's not called Jane the Virgin because I did an episode now. No.
No, it's Jane the Slut.
Yes, I know that.
Well, I did an episode of that. I just filmed that the other day. That was quite fun. I get to play a fumigator.
Well,
Yeah.
that's right in your wheelhouse. Typecast.
Yep. 100%.
Did you even have to audition?
I think 100% type. Like it's like, oh yeah. Well, I did audition.
Direct offer.
They just said you're doing this. We're not even asking you. It wasn't even an offer. It's
We
like,
haven't offered it to
You're
anyone.
doing this, yeah. And you're actually going to
They're
need
like-
you to fumigate for real when the show's over.
They're like, Kevin James is busy, so
Can you just spray while you're here for real? No, I did audition for it and got the part. Just a 1-day thing. It was real simple. But the weird part was, check this out.
okay.
So I'm in my honey wagon. You know, you get your little tiny
Trailer type.
thing, and a guy knocks at the door. He is the assistant to the line producer. Okay, he goes, "Hey, Jon, I just want to introduce myself. I don't think we've met, but anyway, we went to the same high school. Like
What?
this dude went to the same high school as me.
No.
Fred T. Ford High School in Hickory, North Carolina. Actually, Newton, but whatever. This dude. Okay, so when I won Last Comic, I went to go do a sort of a free show for like the juniors and seniors of the high school, you know, and this kid was in the audience, and then, you know, he's obviously younger than me, and now he's out here trying to make it in show
He's really
business.
bad at high school.
Yeah,
if he's not.
he canceled every grade twice.
So now he's out here and
now
he's
he's out
working on
here.
that show, and then
Yeah.
you were on the show too. Like, what are the odds of that?
That is like I said to him, we should both play the lottery today.
Yeah.
'Cause I think this is our day.
And did you?
No, of course not. I totally forgot that I said that. But yeah, so that was fun, and you can actually see me right now on One Mississippi on Amazon Prime.
I remember when you were shooting that.
Yeah.
We were just talking about doing this podcast.
And it's so funny. I actually play. I
A
play.
fumigator.
No, that. Well, I kind of did crop dust a couple people, but no, I play Remy's. Okay, so Tig's brother, his character's named Remy. I play an old frat brother buddy of his, and in one of the scenes, I'm also a Civil War reenactor. And so that's quite fun. And I play the douchiest frat guy ever. It's out now. If you want to binge watch it, you can go watch it on Amazon Prime.
I've heard great things about it, actually.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah.
I did watch it after I knew I was going to be on it.
You watched your episode?
I did. I was like, let me just fast forward to my scene. Now I go, okay, now let me watch all of it.
Yeah.
But I had to get that out of the way first.
Well, I've been wanting to watch that. Not because I love Tig, but I love her, but I also love Kyle Dunnigan, and I know he's on that show.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of my favorite.
Oh, I
He's
love
one of the
Tig.
funniest people in the world.
Tig did one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life on an episode of Conan. When you're on Conan, it's just like you do like 4 minutes of stand up or whatever it is, real short set. And she's out there and she's doing this thing where she's talking about doing a set somewhere, and she bumped into the stool and it made a fart noise. And that's the first time the audience laughed at her. In the joke about this set she did another time. Does that make any sense?
Okay, the first time the audience laughed at her is when she's talking about it.
No. So she was talking
the
about a
set.
set she did and that was not doing well. And so she bumped into the stool and then it made a fart noise. That's the story she's telling on Conan. So in that story, during her set rather, she actually pushes the stool and it does make a fart noise. And the crowd laughed. And she goes, and she just kind of had this look like, are you serious? And then she just kept doing it. So she must have pushed this stool around for like 90 seconds. Have you seen it, Aaron? It's one of the funniest stand-up sets I've ever seen. So, yeah. That's brave.
Yeah.
To go like, yeah, I'm going to just push this around and trust that it's going to work for about 60 seconds to 90 seconds. And don't worry, I know that's like a quarter of my time on stage. But it was really good. Yeah, so
Do you
I've always
think
liked
that
Tig.
was planned, or do you think she just kept doing that because the audience was laughing?
I think it was planned, but I don't think they knew how long she was going to actually do it.
That sounds like a very Tig thing to do.
Yeah, I think she just went with it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Well, how you been?
I've been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Rhode Island last weekend, so I got to see my uncle, the general.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the general and my aunt Barbara, who used to run all of radio in New England. Like, she's a pretty powerful woman too.
Oh, wow.
So they both came out and they had a great time. And
how did the general do in his picks? I can't remember.
Oh, the general lost to my dad. My dad won, actually. My dad beat everybody this week.
Ha! Take that, General.
Yeah.
Good job, Dad.
But the general still beat me. So my dad got 11 right. The general got 10. I got 9.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy week.
No one saw that Patriot-Chiefs game that we. Yeah. We all were like, nope, got that one wrong.
Yeah, everybody got that wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad. A lot of people lost in the suicide pool because everybody picked New England.
Yeah.
Which was,
you get that first one wrong, you're out.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So that was good, and now I get to be home for a little bit. So it's been very relaxing.
Nice.
And
so you weren't down south during any hurricane action. I know there's lots of hurricanes. How many you got now?
There are 2.
We're up to 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I feel like we had Harvey.
There's 8.
Then we had Irma. We talked about we mentioned Irma when we were doing the football stuff that it might affect some of these games, and there were a couple counts.
How do they name hurricanes? I know they switch back and forth from male to female.
Yeah, and they do it by alphabet. So the next one.
Who do you know anybody
Harvey.
named Irma? Do you think they pick
that
people?
I don't understand.
Do you think they pick women that they don't think it's going to affect? 'Cause I think they should name them after strippers, That way, if they're really trying not to hurt anybody's feelings, at least a stripper will be like, national exposure.
Yeah, right. Come see Hurricane
Diamond.
Hurricane Diamond. She's moist.
White chocolate
Got a
coming
big
through.
hole. White chocolate.
Yeah. Moist, big hole.
She blows hard. But
I
don't understand.
Make the weather reports sound so much funnier and be much more entertaining.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll write a bit about that.
We should write our congressman too about that. Have you ever been through a hurricane?
Yeah. Well, we had not on the coast, because we were so inland that it would just rain really bad. Went through a blizzard once, but that's about it.
Yeah.
What about you?
When I was going to NC State in Raleigh, the Hurricane Fran came through. And that was a crazy one. Fran. Again, do you know anyone named Fran?
No, I know no one named Fran.
Okay, so Fran, Harvey, Irma.
We're going to get
these are the
so
worst.
much hate mail from all these people.
Well, apologies to all Harvey's, Frans, and Irmas.
Yes.
That means we're going to get 2 emails.
Don't be mad at me. I'm part hurricane. You can't get mad at me.
But it was kind of crazy. I was living in a 3rd-story apartment with some roommates, and my dad says, I had a truck. He goes, take your truck to the campus and park it in the parking deck. Not the very top, but the next to top part.
Oh, okay.
And I'm glad I did, because our parking lot was like, it turned into a river. We had a small creek that was by our place, and that thing just turned into a full-on river.
Wow.
I remember looking out the window and seeing cars look like just floating down. My roommate Joel never found his car. Like, he had no idea where it went.
Oh, my gosh. To this day.
To this day. I don't think he's still looking for that Tercel.
Gosh, dang it, Fran.
But Fran took his Toyota Tercel.
Well, that's probably not the first car a woman's going to take from him.
That's right.
Okay, well, I saw on Twitter that some people had some suggestions for personal questions.
Did you see that? I put a little thing up there like, hey, ask us what you want us to ask each other.
Yeah, I saw that. And I liked this one guy asked about interesting place.
Yeah.
The best, most interesting place
You had
I've ever been.
an interesting story today, which could qualify. But you almost bought, was it horse milk?
Oh, yeah, in Kyrgyzstan. We were just
Sarah
talking
had a little. Me and Sarah had a Skype interview today, and she brought up this story, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, because and that's true. I've been to Kyrgyzstan, which is part of all the stands.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite stands.
Yeah, there's Afghanistan and Kazakhstan and
Hurricane stand.
Yeah, Hurricane stand coming through. But yeah, Kyrgyzstan is where you launch before you go into Afghanistan. So you fly domestically into Kyrgyzstan, and they had horse milk for sale on the side of the road, just like with a big old ladle, like it looked like horchata.
Why?
But I don't know.
For
I didn't
coffee?
try it. No,
Cereal?
just a drink.
Yeah, just straight up chugging
Just
horse milk.
Drinking horse milk. Can you imagine?
No.
I thought
I'm glad you didn't try it though.
No,
You said
horse
you
milk
almost
I've
bought
tried.
it. Yeah.
Horse milk. But not horse.
Right.
Yeah.
White chocolate milk.
Yeah. No, I think the most interesting place I've ever been is Istanbul. It's probably my favorite city I've ever been to. Definitely, I thought Turkey itself was a really cool country, but Istanbul is really the only place I'd been in. It's just so old, and I really like history. When I try, I'm not like a big beach person.
Right.
I really like and
You
everything.
like to get out and see the city and
learn things.
all the stuff. That's,
learn stuff.
You lost me at learn things.
And eat. It's like,
Okay,
to me,
I'm
it's
back.
like, can I learn stuff? Can I eat really good food? And
Yeah.
are the people nice?
Yeah.
And that place checked off all of them. And it was you could be on 2 continents the same day,
Oh,
because you
kinda
take
like-
a ferry back and forth between Asia and Europe.
Oh, nice.
Because it sits on 2 continents.
How long were you there?
Istanbul does. I went there for Thanksgiving. I went to have Turkey Day in Turkey. I'm not kidding.
Oh, that's not
That's
for
true,
real.
I promise.
That's the
yes,
best.
I did.
Now, did you eat turkey in Turkey?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, because I had a cousin who was also there. She had lived there, so I went to visit her, and we had.
Oh wow! So you had you were like almost like a Thanksgiving sort of thing. They don't have that, obviously.
They didn't have Thanksgiving,
Right.
but I brought it to her. I brought stuffing. They had everything else. So
Okay.
they didn't have pepperscorn stuffing, and so that's what I contribited to the Thanksgiving dinner.
That's a good Southern girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
What about
awesome.
you?
Well, I've been to Russia.
Oh,
Yeah, in 1990.
recently? 'Cause
No, it's been. They probably wouldn't let me back over there.
Were you looking for a bride?
I was just on a catalog looking around, saw some cute blondes. No, I was along 1990, and Bert has his story about how he
right,
got the
yeah.
nickname the Machine, and so we talked about this briefly on his podcast. But yeah, 1990. Okay, there's this thing called People to People. It was founded by Dwight D. Eisenhower in the 40s to promote world peace amongst the youth of America and the world. Blah blah blah. So certain select kids from high schools are allowed to go, right? So my brother got selected, so because he's smart.
Yeah.
He actually has a real job. He's a structural
He's an
engineer. He's
engineer.
a smart guy. So he got elected to go. Now, you're allowed to bring a friend. So when he was elected to go,
who'd he bring?
Dad goes, no, there was no choice. Dad goes, you're taking your brother, and that's it. And so I was forced to go to Russia. I didn't want to go.
Oh.
It was my senior year. I was like, you kidding me? I want to stay here and party with my friends. I don't want to go to Russia where it's, I'm thinking of it's going to be cold,
Right.
And so
And Rocky 4 hadn't come out
Rocky
yet.
4 hadn't come
It
out
wasn't
yet.
cool again.
Yeah, it wasn't cool yet. There was no Ivan.
Well, had it come out yet?
No, it may have because I graduated in 90, so I'm not sure. When did it come out? He said, yeah, it had come out.
Oh, Aaron says
But
yes.
still, he's the bad guy. So there. Didn't want to go. Didn't want to have to fight that guy. No.
But did you have a good time?
I had a blast. I was there for 3 weeks. We went to Moscow. We went to the Ukraine. This is when it was still the Soviet
Did you learn
Union.
any words?
I did. Привет, как дела? Я не понимаю, пожалуйста.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means hi, thank you, I don't understand, hello, please. Yeah, all the words I know, I throw them together and it sounds like one sentence. So it was fun. Drank some Russian vodka over there with the bus driver. Got
Yeah.
it illegally, even though it was legal. And actually got detained
Oh, no.
for trading on the black market. Didn't even know I was doing it. I was just talking to another Russian dude, and they know perfect English over there.
Right.
So he was teaching me Russian cuss words, which I've forgotten, but since then. But
Dang it.
I remember thinking, because I know that's your next question. Shitsky. No, I just remember him being cool, So we were doing this thing, and he's teaching me Russian cuss words, and I said, let's be pen pals. This was before the internet, so pen pals. By the way, look up pen pals. That's when you actually write a letter to someone.
Yeah, that's great.
Just as a friend. Anyway, so we were going to be pen pals, and so he gave me his address. And when we left, when we did this, they said bring a souvenir to give away as a gift, because we're gonna do all these little functions, these little dances, these little meet and greets, So my mom said, well, here's a bunch of ink pens for my work, just random ink
Right.
pens, and they like anything with English writing on it, from America. So like they love bubblegum and blue jeans, but I wasn't gonna give blue jeans away. So
Yeah,
my
your
mom
mom
said,
would be really mad
yeah,
at you.
that's a little expensive.
Yeah, these are your bugle boys, and they're the best ones.
Bugle boys. Good pull. But no, so my mom had tons of ink pens for me to give away. So I was just, I said, well, here's an ink pen. Write down your address and keep that one, and we'll be pen pals. And so we traded, right?
Uh-huh.
And this dude, he was like infamous for trading on the black market. I didn't know this. I just met him at this function to promote world peace.
Yeah, you hadn't gotten to know him. That's what being a pen pal with him was going to be
Yeah,
about.
I was going to find out later. And then this cop grabbed both of us and took us back into the hotel and like down this corridor, and I was scared,
Yeah.
And
also, anytime an adult speaks to you in Russian, it sounds like you're getting yelled at.
yeah, you can say the most romantic thing, and it sounds mean.
Yeah.
So he grabs us and he pulls us back in this office, and he's yelling at this kid, and this kid's yelling at him in Russian. I don't know what they're saying. And I go, dude, am I in trouble here? What's going on? He goes, do not worry about it. It's bullshit. I've got this. And so they yell some more. And then the cop tells the kid to leave. Now it's just me and this cop. And he doesn't speak English, and I don't speak Russian. And he's looking at me like, do you have something that I can write with? Like he's asking me for a pen. Now that's why I was arrested, apparently, or detained for trading this pen on the black market with this kid. Whatever. He's asking me for a pen. I just hand him a pen, and he goes away, and he comes back with this pendant. It's got like a sickle and hammer with wings coming out of it, and he just gave it to me and then shooed me, like shushed me out of the room. So like technically he detained me for trading, and then he traded with me. Yeah, weird. That's how corrupt it was in 1990. Yeah, it was still Soviet Union.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that was crazy. I don't have a good story like The Machine, but it's that's one of the craziest, weirdest, as an 18-year-old being in Russia, that was amazing.
That is.
And there is a picture of me wearing Bugle Boy jeans on Red Square.
No way.
I swear to
Get
God.
out
I will
of here.
send it to you.
You said blue jeans and bubble gum, and it just the double B's made me think of Bugle Boy.
Oh, that could be a good song, country song. Blue jeans and bubble gum.
I wish I could get my sister to. I don't know if my sister's ever really even traveled anywhere like that, but I have to call her right now because I asked her if she wanted to contribute anything to our podcast, and she said she had an idea.
Are you plugged in?
I am plugged in.
What's your sister's
My
name?
sister's name's JoAnna, and she just got her PhD.
Oh, nice.
So she's smart too. Hello.
Well, hello.
Oh, well, hello, Dr. Bartlett.
Speaking.
Yes, that's her married name, by the way,
Oh,
Bartlett.
Dr. This is not her assistant.
Her
taking
last
the phone
name is
calls.
Dr. Bartlett.
This is actually her.
She's not a real doctorate.
Pleasure to meet you over the phone, JoAnna, Dr. Bartlett.
It's a pleasure, John, with no H. Very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
She listens to our podcast because she has an hour commute each way.
Oh, boy.
To
now I'm going to
the
look
school
up
that
these
she teaches
reviews
out.
to make sure there's no JoAnna.
Teaches at, not teaches out.
You end
she's
it with
already
a preposition.
she's already going to be upset with me. But I had asked her if there's anything that she wanted to contribute.
Okay.
And she said that she had an idea.
Uh-huh. This would be a new segment
Which
on
I think
our
is
show.
Probably going to just be a mean story about me.
Oh, this would be great. We can call this new segment Sibling Rivalry.
Yeah.
So have your niece write a song about that.
Yeah.
I know. I don't have a theme song.
Well, we'll have to get Beatrice to do that. It is my niece's, Beatrice, her daughter's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
It
Beatrice.
is.
Yes. So I got her a Harry Potter wand for her birthday, and she took it to school today dressed as Hermione.
Oh, nice. Is that even allowed these days?
She was.
Walk in school with a stick? I'm surprised she didn't get arrested.
It's a big deal. I mean,
Yeah.
she was very excited.
Well, happy birthday, Beatrice, and nice to meet you again, JoAnna.
Okay.
Very nice to meet you, too.
All right, JoJo, what do you have
What
to
you
say
got?
for yourself?
Well, I thought it would be best to start off with a really good story about my sister from our past.
Please do.
Yeah.
And go
Please
and,
do.
and,
I
and
think
get as many
that-
details as
I
you can.
think that's pretty appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm hoping
Okay,
it's.
so when Sarah and I were younger, and just for starters, Sarah's the older one,
Yes.
much older.
I look
sister.
younger.
And, haha. So when we were younger, we played softball during the summer. This was long before fast pitch was anything in our community.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister was the pitcher.
Oh.
Yes.
And she had played in the game. She was pitching a line drive right in the shin.
Oh, no kidding. On purpose?
And, I mean, no, the girl just hit the ball, and it was just a perfect line drive shot. Came at her, hit her right in the shin. And Sarah's very petite, very small. So when that ball hit her shin, I mean, it blew up. It was a huge knot on her chin. She was in a lot of pain for days.
Oh, man.
And this is during during the summer, when she and I are home alone because we were old enough to take care of ourselves.
We were 8 and 9.
And 8 and much older.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're staying home during the summer. It had been, a couple of days after she had been line dry and had this huge knot on her shin. And we, the house that we lived in had like a living room, and that's where the big screen TV was. And we thought we were something because we had a big screen TV.
Right.
And that was the TV that we fought over. Like, we wanted to watch, TV on the big screen because in the rec room, you had to watch the dinky TV. So it was not nearly as fun. So we'd fight over who would get to the living room first.
Right.
Well, I was out there first. I was watching, getting ready to watch.
She's already defending herself.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, The Price is Right.
Yeah.
You gotta. That's definitely big screen worthy.
That was my show in the summer,
Yep.
and then Sarah comes out there, and she starts a fight with me.
Oh, I
about-
started it.
What were
Okay.
you? Well, Sarah, what did you want to watch?
Your memory is very different than what actually happened. Just so we're clear.
Okay.
So anyway, she wants to change the channel because she wants to watch Jerry Springer.
That's
Oh,
ridiculously
that sounds
not
about
true.
right.
That's not
Come on
true.
now.
All
So
right.
true.
Okay.
Those are a toss
She
up for
wants
me.
to watch Jerry Springer.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, no, I was here first. You have to go in the rec room. That's the rule. Don't keep call mom because we have to call mom to settle the argument. She's going to be really mad at us. So just go in the rec room because I was here first, and that's the rule. She went on, and she was being such a turd. And I got so mad at her because she kept trying to change the channel that I grabbed the remote. And if you think about what remotes look like years ago, they're huge.
Yeah.
Especially for a big screen TV. It's
Right.
about the size of the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not small
It
now.
was it was very big. And I grabbed it, and what else was I going to do? I was going to hit her, and the only place I knew to hit her, to really hurt her, was on that chin.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Evil.
Evil.
Yeah, she found your weak spot and just went at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I whacked her so hard, but you know what? She went to the rec room, and she never messed with me again.
You felt
Yeah.
so bad because you put me in such pain.
Oh man.
And I
I didn't
know.
feel bad. I was afraid I was going to get in trouble when Mom got home. That's all I was scared about.
Yeah.
You
Because
guys
I
are-
was going to be limping, and you better believe I was going to keep limping and limping and limping
You
until
were already
Yeah.
limping and
You're milking
this
it.
is why
sucking up to everybody.
she was always, taller than me, even
Uh-huh.
though she was younger, and
Right.
she was, stronger than me, everything. So when she hit me, it was like I might as well just collapsed. But karma always got her back because JoAnna probably sat on a wasp like 8 times in her
Yeah.
life.
Sat on it.
Oh, sat on it where
Oh, wow.
she'd get stung by a wasp, and I was like, "Yep, I never got stung by one." So
Oh,
that's
that's-
karma.
Wow. So did you get in trouble from Mom that day? I mean, when Mom came
I'm
home.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we would-
wrap me
we-
out in a heartbeat.
Rat me out.
Yeah.
We used to call my mom. My mom would be like, "Don't call me at work
Yeah.
unless it's an emergency,"
Right.
right?
And you
And
guys
we
call
would be
over
like,
the remote control.
every day we call. We'd be like, "It's raining. We're gonna have a softball game. It's an emergency.
Oh wow.
We need to know."
Or can you stop on the way home, Mom, and get some more for tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, popsicles. We had to have, emergency.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think comparatively, looking back over friends who I know have siblings, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Now.
What's the age difference?
3.5 years.
3.5. Okay.
Yeah.
That's close.
She has a birthday in a couple weeks, and then she'll be older. No,
No.
I'm just kidding.
And ever since that fight, you guys have been.
I won't be 40 like somebody I know.
Yeah.
God, that's
Not
gonna
till
be
February.
So old.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys are over the hill.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm going to have to think of a story about her as soon as she
Yeah.
hangs up, and then she can't talk back.
Well, you know what's funny is I was gonna have my brother tell us our first little fight story, or a fight story,
Mhm.
and it was. He's so shy. I don't
Yeah.
think he's ever gonna call in. Plus, he's a busy man at night. He has another job. No.
He has a real job.
It's 2. No, but it was I call it the day he went from being a little brother to just being a younger brother. Because he got me. Like, he won. We went to 2 different colleges. We came home during the weekend just to be with Mom and Dad. And I went straight to my room. And I put the room that I grew up in. I put my bags in my room. And then Jason comes home a couple hours later. He comes in. Hey, good to see you. He goes to my room, takes my bag out, puts it in his room, and goes, I'm going to stay in here this time.
What?
Yeah. He's like, he's putting his foot down. He goes, yeah, I'm staying here. I go, Jason, don't be silly. This is my room. I always stay here. This is my room. My room is bigger. He goes, yeah, well, I think I'll switch it up. I think I'll stay here this time, and you stay in that room. I go, come on, don't be stupid, Jason. And then we started fighting, started wrestling. And he had been working out. Like, he had been going to the gym twice a day.
Oh, he'd been preparing for this.
Oh, he couldn't wait for this. And he's like an inch shorter than me. So he's got that little complex, too. So he's been working out, lifting weights. And he had me in a pretzel in 2 seconds. Like, I was like, Jason, stop it! And then that's when I realized that's the day he went from being little brother to just younger brother. Because he's bigger than me now, and he put me in my place. So I definitely stayed in that other room.
Well, the moment JoAnna got a real job and became more successful, and got like health insurance, she became the older sister.
The older sister, right. There are those moments, yeah.
Yeah, now she has a PhD, so now she's just bragging at this point.
Doctor.
Well,
Always.
that was very nice of you to call in and be a part of it.
Yes.
If you think of any
Yeah,
more
that was great.
horror stories, or if I say something and you feel like you need a rebuttal, you are.
Actually, I have one about Jon, if I can tell it real quick.
Who?
You have a story about Jon?
I do.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't.
I do, yeah. It's so nice to meet you. But actually, when you were performing in Nashville with my sister at one of Brad Paisley's shows at Zany's, I was there. And when you got off stage, I came up to meet you. And, all I said was, hey, Jon, you did great tonight. And then I was getting ready to introduce myself, and you went, thanks, and took off. And I went, okay, well.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
It's so nice to meet you.
Oh, wow.
JoAnna, I'm your sister.
Well, I didn't want to. I knew who you were. Wink, wink.
Yeah, right.
And I didn't want to ruin the spontaneity of this moment. See, I predicted that this moment would happen. See, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess I was in a hurry. Maybe I had to go to the bathroom or something.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm sure you get approached by so many people. It's probably very annoying.
I did say thanks.
And women, I'm
to my
sure.
credit, I said thanks.
You did say thanks.
Thanks.
So I just said thanks, then turned around and walked off?
And walked off.
Or was I already
was
going somewhere? Was I in motion when you grabbed me? Was I already moving?
You were in motion to the bar.
That's what it was. That's what it was. No one gets in.
Priorities.
No one gets in between me and my Jack Daniels.
I guess. I just thought it was so funny. I was like,
Well, good.
Okay, well, I'll meet you another day.
And today's that day.
I got so nervous when she said I have a John story. I'm like, oh no. Well, good. I'm
now
sorry
he's
if
definitely going to rush you off the phone.
If I made you mad.
Well, we're really busy. We have to keep going with our podcast.
My drink is getting watered down.
Next time I'll just bring you a Jack Daniels, and then you won't have to feel so rushed to leave.
Oh, I
You can
will
just stay
say.
and talk for a
I'll
minute.
say more than thanks if you just hand me a drink. You'll probably get a nice big hug.
Well, thanks, JoJo.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.
You were amazing.
Anytime. I'm glad I got to help out.
Okay, well, people who want to review the podcast, make sure you review JoAnna's segment.
Yeah.
Please
Sibling
do.
rivalry.
Yeah, capital A. Make sure they spell it.
Oh, yeah, JoAnna.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
no it's just JoAnna. I like that.
It's JoAnna.
Yes. Yes, there's a lot of emphasis on that A.
Yeah, and you can see a picture that I drew of her, which we just put up on the Instagram.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, for my
That's
mom,
really
which my
good.
mom reminded me of. I forgot that I even
You
brought
drew
that up. JoAnna's got way better artwork than me, actually. She was always much better. So, actually, I'll put some of hers up.
It looks
and then
good.
you guys can see it and compare to see what an
No,
actual
don't do
artist
that.
does.
No.
All right, we'll give
Which
Beatrice
picture?
Huh?
Which picture are you talking about? The one when we were kids?
The one that I
one
drew
you
of Mom.
Do you not follow your sister on
Oh,
Twitter and
okay,
Instagram?
okay.
Oh my gosh.
The charcoal
I
one
thought
that
you were
has
talking about the one you did of me and you for Nana.
Oh, no. I don't think I put that one up.
That's a good one. I've got that. I can send that to you if you need it. That's a good one.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do that. We'll put them all up. How about that? We'll put them all up. And we'll
Okay.
let people
Let's
decide
put
who
'em
did
all up.
what.
That's right.
Okay, I love you. Give V a hug. Tell
All right.
Tim hello.
I love you too.
Okay.
I will. Bye, John.
Bye. Thanks.
Thanks.
I was hoping you hang up right after that. I don't remember that moment.
I guess you don't.
I guess I
was
was in a
like,
hurry.
I did not expect her to say that.
When-
I was like, oh no.
Which one was it? Because
I
we've done it
figured-
twice.
Yeah, I have
We've
no
done
idea.
it in Nashville with Brad. I mean, more than twice.
Well, we've only done the one with him at Zany's that one
At
time.
Zany's. Is that what she said? It was at Zany's?
She said it was at Zany's.
Okay.
But
Then
I-
it had to have been the one we just did.
She wasn't
had
at
to
that
be.
one though.
Then maybe it was the one we did in that theater the year before.
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
'Cause there was no
her
bar
being at
there.
That one.
That was at
oh,
a
you know
theater.
what? We did do one with Brad before that my parents were at.
At the theater?
No, at Zany's.
Mm.
It might have just been me and you.
Okay.
And I think that was for the festival again.
Okay.
Because that was when my parents got to meet him. And so we have a family picture. But it definitely wasn't at the theater the first
Oh,
year.
okay.
It was the second year.
Interesting.
Maybe
Yeah.
I don't feel like you were there.
Oh, well, maybe it's not me. Maybe she thinks I'm John Heffron.
I hope so.
Oh, God, I hope that's
oh
what
my
it
God.
is.
No, he definitely wasn't at that one.
And he would have said thanks and just kept walking.
Yeah. Yeah, because
That's more him than me.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I love you, John Heffron. Wow, okay.
Speaking of, really quick, my mom sent me this article when she sent me some new cat bandanas, which I will have coming up.
Nice.
There's more new ones on the website, and I'll be in Tampa and San Francisco and Sacramento in October.
Good.
So you guys
Where
can
can
buy,
people find these tour dates?
SarahTiana.com.
Okay, good.
And then, but my mom sent me this article from the newspaper that's in her town where she is now in Tennessee of like places to visit for like a weekend getaway. You know how like
nice.
here in LA they have ones that are like Santa Barbara, like a cute little town, and
Yeah, you can go glamping.
yeah. So Calhoun made it into one.
Calhoun made it. Oh, yes.
It says big city feel and small setting. But I just want to say that there's a historical site. It says most famous residents. I'm not in it. Don't worry. Musician Roland Hayes, Jimmy Carter advisor Burt Lance, who by the way was in Watergate. Cherokee Nation leaders Elias Boudinot, John Ridge, and Stan Wattie.
Now, what do these people do?
And former director of Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Ray B. Satan.
This is something they recommend doing in
No,
Calhoun?
this is the most famous residents. But listen to
the
this.
most famous residents.
Jimmy
Carter's from Calhoun? I know Georgia. I
No,
didn't know
he's from
Calhoun.
Georgia. Burt Lance, his financial advisor,
Gotcha,
was
gotcha.
from there. I thought, anyway, he was like indicted. I don't know if it was Watergate, but there it's anyways, I don't know where. Gosh, I just lost it. But basically, it's the capital of the Cherokee Nation, which is and it's also the beginning point of the Trail of Tears.
Oh. Oh, no.
I'm like, why would they put that in here?
Oh, man.
As,
It's got to be
like,
the most
go-
depressing hike ever. Can you imagine just...
I was like, why
Here's
is that?
Here, another one died here.
Oh,
Another one died here. Right here at this spot, another one died.
I mean, I could not believe. I was like, okay, cool. There's some neat things, and it was founded in 1852. Okay, and that's it. That's where that's where it trails off.
Started in Calhoun, Georgia.
Yeah.
Mm,
There you go.
famous. You guys made it.
And I think it's because it was the capital of Cherokee Nation.
Right.
So
Okay.
that was the South.
Yeah. Well, there's a Cherokee,
anyway.
North Carolina as well, close to Asheville. There's a tribe there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know because there's a casino there.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. I played it a couple times.
I have to.
I'm actually friends with
My parents drive there all the time.
I'm actually friends with the former chief of the Cherokee tribe.
Right.
That's for real. Anyway, I won't tell him about this.
Oh, Chief, give me my Jack Daniels.
Yeah. No, his name is Michelle Hicks, and he's maybe 50, and he just retired. Like he was the youngest.
Michelle?
Yeah, I know it's weird.
Yeah.
His name was Michelle, and I performed at the casino. He's seen me in Atlanta a couple times, and like hired me to come there. He came to Asheville and saw me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But I'm not going to tell him this story. He probably already knows it.
By the way, I was making that Give Me My Jack Daniels reference as for JoAnna, not.
Right.
I was not trying to make a Native American reference.
I understood that.
Just in case
but
people.
You need to clarify. Yeah.
So anyway.
Wow, that's a good one.
It's okay for me to say that kind of. I'm part Jack Daniels. I'm part Jack Daniels.
Wowzers.
But not everybody in the South is bad, right? Like.
Of course not.
So
we have a lot of smart people.
We have some really
well-read.
Cool,
Next.
amazing people. And Jon and I did some research before this podcast, which is rare for us.
Every now and then
so we're going
to put in some effort.
Yeah, maybe. But we just thought maybe we would talk to you about a couple of interesting Southern folks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk to you about... do you want me to go first?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Well, how are we doing on time? Real quick, Aaron. Just curious. We're at 40. Oh, this is
perfect. 5 more minutes.
Go ahead.
So anyway, I picked Dr. Crawford Williamson Long.
Oh, yeah. I love
Dr.
that guy.
Long. You love him?
Oh, Dr. Long.
You have are you a friend? Are you friends with him or his brother, Dr. Short?
Well, I'm closer to Dr. Short, but we all admire Dr. Long.
Yeah,
we're so envious of him.
Looked up to him. He was the good one. Do you have any guess as to what he invented as a doctor?
Oh, where's he from?
He's from Georgia.
Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he invented as a doctor.
He's a doctor.
How to cure, and I'm amazed that no one's outed this yet because it's huge. He invented the cure for the fake peanut allergy.
The fake peanut allergy.
Yeah, there's not really
like the kind people get on planes.
Yeah, what do you call it? The Aflac shock.
Anaphylactic. Anaphylactic.
Yeah. Well, no, I have no idea what Dr. Long did.
He invented something I could use right now. Anesthesia.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
he invented
nice.
that. So he
put you to sleep.
He's just like this podcast. He was born in 1815 in Danielsville, Georgia. He went to Franklin College, which later became UGA.
Oh, there you go.
Woo!
Bulldogs.
And then he went to study medicine at the University of Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. And then 4 years later, he was awarded his medical degree and then moved to New York City, where they have good salsa.
Traitor.
Yeah. He began to practice medicine. He stayed there for less than 2 years because he just couldn't take it. Yeah. I don't blame him.
Gotta get out.
And then he returned to Georgia. So then this is how he discovered it. His discovery of anesthesia was partially a product of his times. In certain circles in the early 1800s, fashionable young people were enlivening their parties and social events with substances such as nitrous oxide, otherwise known as laughing gas. Yes. Long noticed that people who were under the influence of the gas seemed to be oblivious to physical pain. This observation led to his experimentation with a similar substance, sulfuric ether.
Oh, my God.
So in 1842, which is 3 years later, after he got his degree,
his PhD,
he performed surgery to remove a tumor from a patient after having the patient inhale the fumes, and the patient reported no pain.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
he actually
just from
continued,
partying.
Yeah, he continued. No.
It's like, I'm just trying to get high.
Yeah.
Turns out I've invented the way for people not to feel pain during surgeries.
Yeah.
Here's
great. Another fun fact. His cousin was Doc Holliday.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Operated. It's probable, it's not a fact, that he is the one that operated on Doc Holliday's cleft lip.
Oh, I didn't know he had a cleft lip.
I didn't know either, but maybe that's why he drank so much
and
gambled.
He didn't want to feel any pain.
By the way,
people
it says,
shaming him.
when you look up Doc Holliday, it says dentist gambler. Like that's his profession.
How come that was never in any of the movies, Tombstone or
what, dentist?
The dentist part.
Well, that's where he got the name Doc.
Well, see that now it's making sense. But they didn't say why. They didn't call him dentist.
Oh, right.
Just a doc.
You thought his name
Maybe
was
he
Doc,
was a psychologist. I don't know.
He could psych
All I know
you
is
out of your money.
He drank a lot and he was a good shot. I don't know how that applies to dentistry.
Yeah.
But
so, anyways.
That's interesting.
He lived for a long time. He had a stroke while delivering a baby.
Oh, no.
I know.
I feel bad with the baby or the mom. Oh, you have a beautiful boy. He must be ugly.
And he served on as a surgeon to both sides during the Civil War. So that was kind of cool. Yeah.
I like that.
So anyway, there you go.
Good news.
I remember Crawford Long Hospital when I was growing up in Atlanta that was attached to Emory University, but now it's just called Emory University Hospital.
Yeah. What was the first one you said he did before the nitrous oxide? I had a buddy who was a respiratory therapist. I'm not going to put his name out there because he would
he could get us some really good
he could
new rigs.
But sometimes he'd show up with a tank of gas.
Fun.
And would have a nitrous oxide room.
Yeah. Well, I looked it up because I was like, is this the guy who's responsible for killing Michael Jackson, technically? You know what I mean?
Right.
But apparently propofol you inject in the blood, but it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
One goes in the blood, one you breathe in.
Yeah. And this one also, it's like the opposite of helium, too, in the way it changes your voice. Like if you do nitrous oxide, if you do helium, your voice gets high. Nitrous oxide, it's the exact opposite. So someone will hand you a balloon and you go, that's amazing, dude.
Oh, because
I can't wait for the concert to start.
Slow down.
Yeah, but it does make you like a deeper voice. It's really weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a heavier gas. That's why. Helium's a light gas. No, that's a fact.
You know so much about gas.
I know something. I'm saying, yeah.
And you talked about Tig moving
I know about
stool
moonshine
around.
and gas and Tig moving stools.
So you know a lot about gas.
Now, do we want to save this other one for
No,
another
you
show,
do it
or do you
real
want to
quick.
keep going? I mean, how are we doing? You want to keep going? Okay.
Do it real quick.
All right.
Well,
So here's another great, smart, well-educated Southern man who invented something. Are you familiar with Nathan Beverly Stubfield?
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain Stubfield?
Captain Stubfield.
No, Stubfield was my nickname in high school.
Those are your legs.
No, yeah.
He is a self-described practical farmer, fruit grower, and electrician.
Oh.
He was an American inventor best known for his wireless telephone work. That's
What
right.
for his what?
Wireless telephone work. He received widespread attention in early 1902 when he gave a series of public demonstrations of a battery-operated wireless telephone, which could be transported to different locations and used on mobile platforms such as boats.
How big was this
I don't know.
battery in the 1900s?
It's amazing to me that this dude, Nathan Stubfield, where is he from here? Hang on. I think he's Kentucky. Yeah, he's from Murray, Kentucky.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're welcome, Silicon Valley.
They just released a
Nathan-
new iPhone.
Yeah.
And
You better be thanking Stubblefield from Kentucky for inventing the wireless telephone. Now, of course, he didn't get it patented in time or something happened.
Man.
It didn't really take off for him.
Okay.
And he also, it says he might be one of the first guys to do a radio broadcast too. They're a little tricky about the terminology of what constitutes an exact radio broadcast, but he was one of the first guys at some convention to show everyone this, and they're like, oh, cool, and then nothing happened for him.
And they're like,
I think he died of a stroke.
anyway, where are they serving the meats?
Right. Yeah, who is this? Hang up, prank caller.
First time, long time.
Yeah, it says we should take calls from people from the past. Like we'll have some guy who does great impressions and do like old,
First time listener,
First
long time caller.
an inventor of this medium. You're welcome.
Yeah, I've been calling a long time. This is the first time I've listened.
Yeah, it says here he died at age 67. Let's see here. It says he was ultimately unsuccessful in commercializing his inventions. He later went into
911 wasn't invented yet.
He couldn't get help.
He called, but no one answered.
I'm just loving how they wrote this on Wikipedia. It says he later went into seclusion and died alone.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it says it, alone. Like they know for a fact there was no one else in the room, I guess. He died alone. Couldn't even call anybody. That's horrible.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're putting yourself out there, it's like if you're an inventor, I guess you kind of do.
Yeah,
alienate
it's an eccentric
yourself.
type of person who's, always working. I guess I don't know these people.
They didn't have invent help back then with George
Right,
Foreman.
I didn't have George
Call my
Foreman.
friends at invent
My friends
help.
are always asking me. I'm sure, George.
Yeah,
all of them.
sure.
All the time. Nothing
Yeah.
about boxing. Just how do I get help for my new invention? That
All of
commercial
his
makes me
kids are
laugh so hard.
You know what? He should invent a thesaurus because all of his kids are named George.
I know.
Like
That's
that guy.
dumb. I'd be mad
He
at
does need an inventor.
Does he have a female named George too? Like one of his kids is a girl named George.
Probably. I think they're all named George.
I mean, that makes me mad.
They're just numbered.
George one, yeah. George V. They're all like,
They're
they sound like royalty
they're-
from England.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to come out. Oh, my friends are always asking me all the time, George, how do I get help for my new invention? Like, I guess because of the Foreman grill, maybe, but like, I imagine more people would ask him about boxing than how do I make my new wireless phone? I don't know.
Oh, Stubfield
Anyway.
from Kentucky.
Yeah,
Lying
there you
alone.
go. Nathan Stubfeld from Murray, Kentucky. You're welcome, everybody listening to
Invented
us
the
right now, and
wireless
everybody,
phone.
if you're listening on your phone, you better thank that man from Murray, Kentucky.
Yeah, pass
Mr.
the knowledge
Stubfeld.
along and then don't die alone.
That's right. Don't die alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, never die alone if you're listening to our show because we'll be in your ears.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, we will be in your ears
Yeah.
forever and ever. All right.
So Sarah,
So
tour dates.
I said October. I'm gonna be Tampa, Sacramento, and San Francisco.
What club? Where in Tampa are you going to be?
I'm gonna be at Side Splitters.
Oh, yeah!
And then Punchline in Sacramento. and
Say
San
hey to Bobby
Francisco.
Jewell for me at Side Splitters.
Okay.
He's the guy who runs the place. I'm going to be in Canada.
Oh.
September 21 through 25, the Just for Laughs
Oh, Toronto.
Toronto edition.
Yeah, that's a fun festival. Have you done that before?
I've not done the Toronto one.
It's really fun.
Yeah. My buddy Jerry D lives up there. He came in. You know Jerry D?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's hilarious. So hoping to run into him and make some people laugh. And for other tour dates, you go to johnreep.com, JoNREEP.com. And then let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
Let's be friends. Me and Sarah's friends. We're taking over this podcasting world and entertainment in all of Los Angeles. I really appreciate y'all listening.
Yeah.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home.